So finally, after years of putting it off, I finally decided to watch Blue Lock for the very first time. And dear God, it was not at all what I expected in the very slightest. Now, I'm sure by now, at least like 90% of you have either heard of, watched, or read something that involved Blue Lock. Because, like, why wouldn't you? It's 3 years old at this point, and it's like, if you haven't seen it by now, then what are you doing? Can you even call yourself an anime fan? Yeah, wow, that's actually crazy. Okay, look.
What?
Damn, relax. Can I explain myself? God damn. Okay, well, if you somehow don't know what Blue Lock is a sports anime with 38 episodes as of right now that aired in October 2022 about soccer. Now, immediately, the first time after I read this, I did not care for it. I did not seem good. It did not seem like anything special. I'm sorry. Now, for me personally, I'm not totally crazy about sports anime, but it's not like I don't watch them. I've seen a lot of them, like Haiku, Kuroko's Basketball, and Hajime no Ippo, just to name a few, which are all objectively good anime. Don't get me wrong, but just aren't my favorite. Okay, I'm sorry. Sue me. I'm sorry. Sue me. God forbid I have a preference in anime, okay, asshole? So I put off the anime until it got to a point where I'm sure a lot of anime fans can relate to. Oh, dude, this sucks. I'm so bored. I need to find another anime to watch, but I have no idea what to turn on. And so, after browsing for a hot minute on my only reliable source of anime recommendations,
Top 5 harem anime to watch. First, 100 Girls. This new harem anime is one I've been had my eyes on for quite a while.
I rediscovered Blue Lock, in which, having no real reason to, not watch it, I threw it on. And dear God, this was an amazing decision on my half. Good job past me, bro. Dude, I can't even explain how dumb I was not watching this sooner, bro. So the anime opens up with our main character, Isagi, who is, no joke, simultaneously the hardest character and the most unintentionally funny character I think I've ever seen in any anime. With the final minutes left in a soccer match, and with the ball in his possession, he can score and give his team a chance at winning. But instead, he passes it to a bum, which shanks it off the crossbar like a total idiot, eventually landing the ball in the hands of this bitch-ass pretty boy who's the star player of the other team, and unfortunately ends up scoring the game-sealing goal, sending Isagi home, but not before he can give his
I only won because of my team.
speech. Literally, this annoyed the piss out of me. That is such a lame-ass, boring-ass answer. Literally 2 minutes into the anime, and I was already expecting this
Power of friendship to prevail and
blah, 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 dumb piece of ass. Until later in the evening, he gets an invitation to join Blue Lock. So like any high school athlete would, he shows up to this camp where the pretty boy comes back. And they very quickly become friends. And while they compliment each other, they walk into a room of the 300 top strikers in Japan at the time. And for those of you who don't know anything about soccer, basically, strikers are just dudes that just score. So I think you can picture what happens. Then we're introduced to this man named Ego, who spits the literal most insane bars I have ever heard in my goddamn life. Oh my God. To put it simply, he explains how, due to Japan's culture of fitting in and putting your ego aside for the greater cause, Japan will never win due to there being no true best player. So he created Blue Lock as a way to create the best striker in the world. But of course, this bitch-ass pretty boy raises his hands and goes, "Sir, I have a team to go back to, and teammates I can't let down. And you want me to join your Blue Lock? That's crazy." "A pity. Anyone who wants to leave can go." But you'd rather be the best high school player in a city of garbage instead of the best striker in the world? The future of soccer is on you guys? It's enough to make a grown man weep. Tell me, what is soccer? Is it about 11 teammates working together? The friendships you create? Sacrificing yourself for the cause? I'll tell you the right answer. Soccer is about one thing and one thing alone. Scoring more goals than your opponent. Whoever scores the most is the best, there's no question. And if you just want to play and have fun, then get the hell out. You bastard. Take it back. Japan's national team isn't weak. I grew up watching those players. They're my heroes. Now take it back. Is that so? So you mean those trash cans who've never won a World Cup? You're either the best or you're nothing. You can't possibly be the best without thinking you are the best, you dumbass. This guy. Which is why I'll create someone who will stand upon 299 corpses. A lone savior. A warrior who buries everything in his path. A bloodthirsty killer that disregards common sense. This is the opposite of everything I've ever been taught. Live only for your own success. Your own success. Your own success. And if you can't do that, then you're no striker at all. I want it all! I am a striker! And so, with the most greatest, most insane speech I have ever heard, Blue Lock begins. Wow. Brother, that was... Wow. Now, I know some of you are going to think this whole concept is just cringe and edgy, which is fine, don't get me wrong. But you gotta admit, brother, he was spitting crazy bars. So we get the rundown, and basically, if you lose, you're banned from playing soccer for Japan ever again. Which, side note, brother, that's like literally insane. How are you even supposed to uphold this rule? Like, brother, do you send a drone out to snipe whoever touches a soccer ball or something?
What the fuck?
But in any case, they have a room of 12 players start off with each other. And off rip get into the first exam, which is tag, but with a soccer ball? Which, not gonna lie, kind of sounds dumb in the moment. But hey, brother was cooking, so I'm gonna let him do him. He probably knows what's best. And as they go through it, Isugi eventually gets tagged. And at first, he thinks to himself he should go after a lower rated player. And when that said player is a sitting duck with a sprained ankle waiting for him, Isugi can only think about survival. But then he realizes, unless he beats someone stronger than him, he won't get any better. And so Isugi locks in and hunts down Bitch Boy. With the assist from this psycho, they send him home and ending this man's career. And it just gets even better and better from here on out. Now, I will be the first to admit, when I first heard of Blue Lock, I thought it was going to be a generic-ass sports anime about
Teamwork and striving through with friendship.
which is why I put it off, because, you know, every sports anime is basically just that. But, oh me, oh my, was I dead wrong. Literally every aspect of the sports genre in anime completely thrown out the window. Minus the sports part, because it's, you know, the genre. But everything else thrown out the goddamn window. Gone. Evaporated. Disintegrated. Whatever you can think of, gone. It's gone. Never to be seen again. Which is probably the best decision I think this story writer ever made. Literally just by focusing on the concept that is egoism, that in order to make yourself the best, You have to have the undying belief that you are the best. In my opinion, that whole concept can single-handedly inspire millions of people. Now, of course, if you think that's dumb, cringe, or childish, by all means, think that way. It's after all, it's your life. It's the way you think, and there's no right or wrong answer in what your opinion is. But I mean, if you still think this is a generic-ass sports anime, after being introduced to the whole concept of this Battle Royale-esque death game, with the whole philosophy of egoism, and you're still expecting it to be the same as every other sports anime, then, you do you, brother. Yeah, you do you. Also, to add to the already goated-ass concept of a story, it's not, like, unrealistic. At all, actually. Like, you know in Kuroko's basketball, dudes will pull up from the literal other baseline of the court, or do a 360 goddamn windmill from the three-point line, or literally vanishing on the court. Blue Lock isn't really like that. Like, dudes do flips to kick a ball, which is, like, somewhat reasonably realistic, actually. And everyone else is just good at, like, realistic things people can do in real life. And of course, some things are exaggerated. Duh. It's an anime. That's what everyone does in anime for a perfect story in a perfect show. Like, bro, if that's your issue, relax, brother. Relax. In all fairness, probably better if you just call this a shonen about soccer, because, brother, the amount of hype and goosebumps I get while watching this show... Shout out Travis Scott! It's literally on par with what all of us call peak anime. And I promise I am not exaggerating. Literally, if you gave me one word to describe this show, it would be hype. Especially if you've competed in anything in your life, then you can probably relate to half the stuff that goes on in this show. From the rush you get from doing something crazy, or the determination you get when you want something so badly, you do anything to get it. And hey, maybe you'll be one of the ones who were changed while watching this show. Who knows? I don't know. Do you know? Probably not. So no one knows. Now, even though the show is all about having an ego and being the best there is, there's a little more to it, okay? Like how Isekai and his teammates, while striving for themselves, also work together as a team and having pretty lighthearted conversations and moments. You know, being great friends with each other and stuff. And they even make more friends along the way. So it's like, it's not all like,
Yeah, you all suck. Nah, I'm the best. Nah.
Type of thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You definitely do. Now, just a little warning. If you've made it this far, Season 1 has some pretty dog water CGI. Like, it's only sometimes, though. Only sometimes. Don't worry. It's not the entire time. And Season 2, I'm sure you've heard by now. It's infamously known for being PNG lock. But dude, it's still worth the watch, in my opinion. I mean, I did literally binge all of it the day before the final episode of Season 2 came out. And not gonna lie, it kind of altered my brain and not the way I think. Just a little, though. Just a little. Not a lot. Just a little. But enough of that. If you want to check out this video I did where it's an isekai where the demon lord becomes a streamer? Wow. Interesting. So yeah, go check that out. Yeah, go watch that. All right. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching and being locked into the whole video. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.